Hi everyone and welcome back to WARNO for our second game between Junkymonke and Justinflation. Today they are both playing as the 2nd Panzer Grenadier Division, so we're seeing plenty of FS Jaegers heading to the front lines with those forward deployment. Now Justinflation is on the left in blue and Junkymonke is on the right in red. Basically what I'm seeing right now is a lot of Leos coming in for Justinflation. Whereas once Junkymonke this time going for those early commands. Lots of FS Jaeger meeting in the middle. Some Milans covering the long range there for both players, in fact. So the big fighting is going to happen in Alpha again by the looks of it. FS Jaeger pushing up quite far from Justinflation there. Maybe he's trying to get a hold on Echo. Or it's just going to be a fight over this point at the top here. There's a lot of Leo 105s coming in though. Some modern 103s there, which will be useful, but technically speaking, Justinflation could overwhelm this point right now with all those tanks, but he's sending some of them a little bit further down that way. Tornado IDS HE coming in for Junkymonke. I assume going for these infantry. It will mean that at the moment Junkymonke is in control of this point in terms of numbers of infantry. Certainly cleared out that area. Just these ones left. That one's dead. There's one squad left there. Shame those tanks weren't there earlier. The fact that these ones are going so far around the back is a little bit of a waste. If they'd come up here giving more fire support, it would have been helpful, I think. Commands coming in for Justinflation. He's having to bring those in to catch up to Junkymonke, who is already +6. At least it'll now be neutralized, but it's a good early advantage for Junkymonke. FS Jaeger stuck in a building on their own there. The Jaeger Aufkul, I should say, the recon squad. They're going to die. Just looking at the rest of the map, these Leo 105s are going to go past these FS Jaeger Aufkul and potentially die to the Panzer Force 3. I'm not sure where they're going. If they're going to this forest, he'll be fine. But if they try and drive up this road, the Jaeger should kill them. I mean, they're going to be within range. That was an anti-tank jet coming in there. I assume went for those Leos, but didn't seem to kill any. Now they are pulling across, so they're just going to be out of range of those FS Jaeger Aufkul. Is he firing? Oh, he's firing at the Jeopard. Missed, though. That's a shame. Surely going to recall that now. Up at the top, not a lot of movement. Obviously, the Jaeger Aufkul that went to this building are still surviving. But I don't think there's going to be much movement. Once again, we're going to see a lot of fighting over this bottom point. Some big tanks coming in there, possibly coming down here, I'd imagine, rather than going to the top. Another command coming in, which will be going to Echo. No further commands coming in for Junkymonke at the moment. But these two players certainly very focused on combat in Alpha, neither really sending large amounts of forces to Echo. And the truth is that if either one sent a large force to Echo, they'd take it, because there's not a lot there. 3 Milans. 3 Milans. Jaeger Aufkul, Jaeger Aufkul. Anti-air. Yeah. Nothing too exciting there, really, is there? Another command coming in. So Justinflation is going for those command caps to try and get points. Probably in an effort to catch up to Junkymonke. Though this one appears to have got stuck on a building. Lots of tanks in here. At least 1, 2, A3. Plenty of 1A5s. Or 1A1. A1 coming in. Tampella mortar coming in there. I suppose for smoke, beneficial. There's another one already in at the back. Command is coming in for Junkymonke. I assume that's going to head to Echo. Gradual reinforcement with infantry here. There is a tank coming in. F4F HE2 bomber coming in there. With 5 bombs. Where is it going? Could be going to just bomb this area. +2 currently to Justinflation. There's the bomb drop. Bombers coming in here. Clusters. Oh, did a lot of damage to that. Oh, wow. And it's dead. Very nice. Junkymonke getting the kill on that Leo 2A3 with a cluster bomb followed up by a HE bomb. Very nice. Very, very nice. That bombing run here has killed a Milan 2, but that is all. And obviously there's a command in there now neutralizing. Command coming in down the bottom here for Justinflation. I'm sure we'll be seeing a counter command coming in sooner rather than later for Junkymonke as well. I imagine Junkymonke may go for an infantry commander to sit in the middle here. Would also boost the troops around it. See, Justinflation here relying heavily on tanks to hold. But tanks can't really assault versus all these infantry in the town. He really needs to bring in more infantry. Zisharung's pushing around this way. Yeah, he just doesn't have a lot of infantry. Constant amounts of infantry coming in for Junkymonke though. He's relying on infantry more than he is tanks. He has the odd tank coming in, which is good. I'm just not sure either player has the right sort of makeup of units to do a push. I mean, neither player is really set up to push at the top. And at the bottom, Junkymonke could push with all his infantry, but he'd need to use the mortars to provide smoke cover. But equally, he could do with a few more tanks. He does have a 1A5 there, and there was a 2A3 in, but I can't actually see the 2A3 anymore. Unless... oh, it's down here. There it is. Hidden behind the Fliegerforst. This is going to be a quiet game again while they build up forces, and then eventually someone's going to have to push. There's a command coming in for Junkymonke, as expected, to counter cap and neutralize. Leo 2A3 being pushed up there, got 1 kill. Looking for another kill on that second Leo, I'm sure. Don't know if it knows it's there. The closer it gets, the higher the damage will be from that Leo 1A5. Really, he could have done with pushing those Jaeger Aufkul up. It's going to be whoever gets the shot off first might win this fight, because that's getting very close. The Leo's firing. Still didn't do that much damage to front armor. What is the damage on that gun? 15. And that should have been increased by quite a bit. And the armor on that is 19, so it was doing 23 damage, give or take, for whatever random calculation. Nice bomb strike there, going for the command. Ilta's command coming in that back corner, being moved over to this side very sensibly. Leo 2-3 pulled back, will get repaired, I'm sure. Finally, Justinflation bringing in the infantry. Panzergrenadiers. FS Jaeger. Panzergrenadiers coming in at the top as well in Model 1A3s. And some Leos appearing up there as well while we've been concentrating on the bottom. Could be going to see Justinflation do a push at both sides at once, or indeed push the top while just holding the line at the bottom. Because technically speaking, if one person pushes the top, the other person should push the bottom. And vice versa. 2 Ihawks coming in there. Not that we've seen Justinflation use many aircraft. It's mostly been Junkymonke. And honestly, not seeing much in the way of air defense from Justinflation either. He's certainly concentrating on ground forces heavily this game. EPICBANDANNER Alf getting attacked by a marder there. They will get ripped to shreds by that. Especially with another one coming in. Plus the Zischerungs. He really just needs to get out of that. And I don't think he's realised. Leo 283 got a shot off there. Didn't kill that marder though in one hit. That's very surprising. Oh, and there's a side shot from the Leo 1A5. That is one very dead Leo 2A3. Junkymonke will be disappointed with that one. Justinflation in a reasonable position. Oh, that was a very, very lucky Jaeger Alf squad. Another Leo 2A3 coming in for Justinflation. Lots more infantry coming in at the bottom here. Tornado IDS HE coming in for Junkymonke. I assume to hit these troops down here. Now the problem is for Junkymonke that there is good tank support here. Justinflation has tanks. Junkymonke does not have tanks down there. Does have a 1A5 pulled back, but could do with it maybe in here. But these Panzer Grenadiers are getting very close and will be in range with their Carl Gustav very shortly. It does say assault rifles there, but I'm pretty sure they all have the same range. Yes, they do, all their weapons. There's another tank coming in there. 2 tanks in total. Oh, here's the push at the top. Too much concentration at the bottom. Here we go. Look at this forceful push. And that's what I was saying. Whoever built up a force would push this easily. Line of tanks, marders, supported by infantry going first. Junkymonke trying to push down from the top there, maybe to get some side shots, but it's not going to help. This point is Justinflation's for the taking, and it's going to be hard. I mean really hard for Junkymonke to push back in there. He needs to push the bottom. He needs to take the bottom, or this game is already going to be over. 26 minutes left to go. But at the moment, Justinflation will control a major point in this map. Lots of stuff being redirected to the top now for Junkymonke, but it's going to be coming in a little bit piecemeal. This little push at the bottom, which was a good distraction from Justinflation, as he started that moving at about the same time. As I initially thought, he did go for a push to some extent at both points at the same time. Main focus was at the top here. I got to give it to Junkymonke. It was a good effort to redirect forces. It did help, but it's probably not going to be enough. Justinflation going for the push that I suspected in the last game. If you remember, I said the way to do this is to rampage your way through the first point in the middle and then push through to the back point where there's going to be nothing defending. And that's exactly what Justinflation is doing here, because there is nothing in Hotel, and that's sort of to be expected. The majority of Junkymonke's forces is down here. And Junkymonke hasn't been able to push to counter the fact that Justinflation is pushing up here. Justinflation now with a significant force, albeit only 3 units, versus a single command vehicle. That is a significant force. And getting something in here to kill them before they kill the command is not going to happen. +2 currently to Justinflation. And Justinflation going to be hard to dislodge from Echo. Going to be hard to dislodge from Hotel for a little while, but the Leo 2A3 could technically kill all of those units if it's played carefully. Down the bottom here, obviously that push failed. All those units are dead. Junkymonke now pushing back, taking fire from 2 Leo 2A3s. He needs to smoke. Junkymonke not smoking is using the artillery version of the mortars, just the high explosive shells. He should be smoking those tanks. If he smoked those tanks, they'd have trouble firing. It would give more protection to his infantry. Even smoking across here to protect the infantry would be beneficial. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Did get a kill on that supply truck though, which is nice. But yeah, smoke here would have been more beneficial for a push. Command dead in here, though he has lost the Marder. Leo 2A3 just pushing straight through. Panda Grenadiers could have got a rear shot on that, but they're not paying attention. Leo 1A1A1 could still get a rear shot on it. But again, I don't think they know it's there. I'm not sure. But that's just going to push straight towards Echo, which is risky on its own. IDS Cluster and IDS HE coming in here. Probably going for that command in the corner, I imagine. Is Justinflation paying attention? Not enough attention. Oh no. He went for the 2A3. I was almost... Oh, there we go. The HE bomber has gone for the command. But it's not enough to kill that command. It's armoured. It's a Sultan. And those... Unless you get a direct hit with one of those HE bombs right now, you're not going to kill it. And they landed all around it. So it's fine. Tickled it. +5 currently to Justinflation. He is way ahead. He is holding this point. There are some Jaeger commanders coming in there, but he needs to be careful with them. I don't know if Junkymonke... He obviously doesn't realise there's still units there. There goes the pop, and the command is immediately dead. And that's probably done enough. Command vehicle coming in there, a tank. Leo 2A3 will cause lots of problems for these units that are left. This Leo 2A3 getting hit by Milans, though. Will take a long time to kill it with that. Enemy 2A3 also taking shots. So actually, Junkymonke's going to lose that 2A3. Oh, it's so lucky those Milans are missing. There it goes, dead. Command dead. So that's, yeah. I mean, he has recapped that. It's still +2 to Justinflation. Justinflation has finally lost his command here, though, to the AT jet. Still significant forces here, though. There are two Leo 2A3s in there. Lots of Jaeger coming in. And bear in mind right now that Junkymonke has nothing left in this point. Threw it all in. Most of it's got killed. Justinflation has most of his tanks left. Might have lost a couple, but majority are still alive. And yes, he's bringing in loads of infantry. Alpha is about to belong to Justinflation as well. This game is most certainly over. 21 minutes left to go. I'm expecting a surrender sooner rather than later from Junkymonke, because once again we're going to see a significant disparity in kills to losses. Perhaps might be a bit closer than last game, because I feel like during these pushes Justinflation has lost a lot of units. But look at this. There's Jaeger and Grenadier with the Carl Gustav round the back getting shots off at the Leo 2A3 as it comes in. I mean, the Leo 2A3 will probably win this fight, but it's heavily damaged. It was coming on its own. That Leo and those Panzer Grenadiers still alive. Leo 2A3 not pushing in. Marder will get some shots off. I mean, these guys have to die eventually. But the harassment and problems they are causing for Junkymonke, they have more than paid for themselves. Huge strike from a bomber there coming in to try and kill some of these infantry, but there's too much there. This point is most certainly about to belong to Justinflation. There's just no contest at this point. Another command coming in for that point as well. Currently it is neutralized because obviously one player controls each of the middle points. Look at the harassment these units are causing. That's absolutely fantastic from Justinflation. Doing such a good job of keeping them alive. I mean, that cannot survive. Yeah, there it goes. Tank finally popped. But, yeah. Very well done. Very well hidden for a long time. Getting the extra kill on that commander while it was still in the transport. Lots of infantry reinforcement coming in for Junkymonke now, but it's going to be too little too late. Mortars being used to try and hit the infantry here, but Justinflation is just keeping moving. Now pushing up with all of his tanks. Look at how many 2A3s he's got. 5 2A3s still alive at the bottom here. Plus 2 1A5s. That's a lot of firepower. I mean, getting reinforcements across this gap for Junkymonke is now going to be an absolute nightmare. And these will absolutely mince everything that's in this forest. I mean, there's nothing there that is going to kill. The Milan 2 is the only thing that poses a threat to these tanks. And even then, those 3 tanks should melt it. But everything in here is just mortars and a command, so they're dead. Cluster coming in to try and take out some tanks, most likely. It's flying quite wide. Where is that going? It's getting hit by a little bit of anti-air. Very little anti-air through this entire game for Justinflation. AT Jet had come in there to fire at the Leos. Oh, Leo's going to get side shot. That was painful. Look at how much damage it took. But that's dead. All 3 fired at it. Command is about to die. 2 Ihawks firing at that cluster there. Cluster is going for the 2A3. 2A3 will likely die because it's not moving. There it goes. Popped. HE bomber coming in there to try and hit these tanks. But they're pushing too far forward, I think. Yeah. Ihawks will die. AT Jet coming in for a side strike. Missed. Back in firm control at this point, but getting into here will be difficult with tanks alone. 3 Leo 1A1A1s coming in for mop-up procedures, but look at the map. Junkymonke has no chance now. This game is over. 17 minutes remaining. That surrender has to come any time now. Well played, Junkymonke. Good effort, but hands down, Justinflation. Very impressed with the push at the top and all the way through to the back point, which was what was in my mind was what should be done on this map. So I'm pleased to see someone actually doing it. And then obviously with the additional distraction push at the bottom, and then, you know, holding with all of those tanks against the attempted pushback by Junkymonke, which was a good pushback, but the tanks just held. And look at this moving wall of tanks now pushing towards these other points, and there's the surrender. Commiserations, Junkymonke. Well played, Justinflation. Once again, 2,400-ish ahead in terms of kills to losses, which is quite obvious by what was on the field at the end there. Standout units in that game. Milan's doing a good job. Jaeger did a good job on the other side. Leo 1A5, Leo 1A5, Leo 1A5. Marder 1A3, Panzer Grenadiers. Marder 1A3, Milan 2, Leo 2A3, Leo 2A3, Leo 2A3, Leo 2A3, and Leo 2A3. No big shock there, I suppose. It's going to be very interesting to see how all of these tanks perform once the tank changes come in, the price changes come in, and the auto-loaders are in the next patch. We shall see. But thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more WARNO over the coming week. I hope you're enjoying the casts. I'll see you all soon for some more WARNO, hopefully in a new patch.